When you want to talk tough, talk about Ford F-Series 4x4 trucks. They're the toughest of the tough on or off the road, which is why more people choose them over any other make. That's right, F-Series has been the best-selling full-size 4x4 pickup for 6 consecutive years. Why? Because of its rugged ladder-type truck frame. On top of that is tough all-welded double-wall construction in the cab roof, doors, pickup box sides, and tailgate. And that's just the beginning. The already extensive corrosion protection has been increased for 1984. At the heart of Ford's part-time four-wheel drive system, you'll find a rugged transfer case. It's easy to shift with low shift effort under various operating conditions, including full loads or when in turns. There's a new front drive shaft slip yoke boot seal on all F-Series 4x4s, which extends the scheduled maintenance interval from 7,500 to 30,000 miles. Twin traction beam independent front suspension with 2 high-strength steel axles is a Ford 4x4 exclusive among full-size domestic trucks. It permits independent wheel action for a smoother ride than straight axle design. And it aids in handling and control when running rough roads or climbing over obstacles. Ford offers standard features that add to comfortable highway operation and off-road control. Power front disc brakes, for instance, and power steering, as well as steel-belted radial tires on F150 models, or 16-inch LT metric steel-belted tires on F250, F250 heavy-duty, and F350 models. F-Series 4x4s have a tight turning radius and high ground clearance, which are necessary when maneuvering in rough terrain. And a tough steel integral skid plate shields the front axle differential from rocks and high ridges. There's a rugged F-Series four-wheel drive pickup for every need. F-150, F-250, F-250 heavy-duty, and F-350 series pickups. With flareside and styleside boxes. Regular cab, super cab, and crew cab. The F-Series heavy-duty super cab is the only model of its kind available in a 4x4 full-size pickup. And there are many power teams to give you the kind of mechanical muscle you need. From the popular 4.9-liter 6-cylinder truck engine to a pair of powerful engines for the big jobs, a 7.5-liter V8 gasoline engine and a 6.9-liter heavy-duty V8 diesel. There's a 4-speed manual transmission. A new top-shift 4-speed manual overdrive shifts directly into the transmission through a simplified linkage system, resulting in quick, crisp shifting and positive shift pattern definition. And there's the convenience of a 3-speed automatic. New on vehicles under 8,500 pounds GVWR is Ford's EEC4, one of the most advanced electronic engine control systems used on trucks today. EEC4 is standard with the 4.9-liter and 5.8-liter engines in all states and the 5-liter engine in California. The onboard computer monitors a constant flow of information from a number of sensors to provide optimum performance and fuel economy at acceptable emissions levels. It can adjust for load, weather, altitude, and engine break-in. It can store key information for future use or for self-diagnosis of potential problems. You can also choose the payload capacity you need for the job, from 2,270 pounds on the F-150 flareside up to 4,580 pounds on the F-350 styleside. There are many other options available to equip each model to suit your needs. For instance, traction lock rear axle and limited slip front axle on the F-150 and 250, or limited slip rear axles on other series. With these options, when you lose traction at one wheel in off-road operation or in mud and snow, power is diverted to the other wheel. The trailer towing and camper package have the necessary special equipment and heavy-duty components you'll need for these special working applications. There are, of course, many more options to let you tailor your F-Series four-wheel drive pickup to your needs. There are varying trim levels to suit your taste: standard, mid-level XL, and the luxurious XLT. The F-Series was the only truck line to be completely redesigned for the 80s. For 1984, bright hubcaps are now standard for better appearance. XL styleside models have added distinction with dual pinstripes and wheel lip moldings. So when you want to talk tough, talk F-Series 4x4s. Better still, get one. It will speak for itself. Ford F-Series 4x4s, the nation's #1 choice for off-road work and recreation. F-Series 4x4s build on their tough Ford truck tradition for 1984. They offer the kind of features that benefit their owners on or off the road, for hard work or for hard play. There are a number of new features for 1984, which include both refinements and major changes. Bright hubcaps are now standard for a more finished look. Stylish new two-color dual pinstripes and wheel lip moldings have been added to XL styleside models for a more distinctive appearance. There are a number of new exterior colors and two-tone combinations, like this charcoal and canyon red finish, to add greater appeal and variety for 1984. The carpet on the XLT trim level has been upgraded from 14-ounce to an even more luxurious 16-ounce carpet. To respond to additional demands, a new F250 heavy-duty supercab 4x4 joins the line. It's rated at 8,600 pounds GVW and is available with the heavy-duty 6.9-liter diesel engine option. As evidence to Ford's commitment to quality, this engine carries a 36-month or 50,000-mile limited warranty. The F250 supercab under 8,500 GVWR has been deleted. Under the hood, there's big news. The 4.9, 5, and 5.8-liter engines on vehicles under 8,500 pounds GVWR are now equipped with Ford's EEC4, one of the most advanced electronic control systems offered by any truck, domestic or import. Among its many functions, the onboard computer senses various engine and driving conditions and constantly varies the air-fuel mixture and spark advance, adjusting for load, altitude, weather, engine warm-up, and even engine break-in. A memory function stores engine operations information and gradually adjusts control function to maintain optimum performance. A self-test feature stores data for future use. The 5.8-liter engine, which also features EEC4, is now available in all states, and EEC4 is included on the 5-liter engine in California. A new top-shift manual 4-speed overdrive transmission replaces last year's 4-speed overdrive. It shifts directly into the transmission through a simplified linkage system, providing quick, crisp shifting. And a new hydraulic clutch linkage is self-adjusting, eliminating a scheduled maintenance requirement. A new front drive shaft slip yoke boot seal extends the lube service interval from 7,500 to 30,000 miles. This means lower scheduled maintenance requirements. For 1984, corrosion protection has been increased. There are more zinc pre-coated parts. In addition, the pickup box inner body side panels are galvanized on 2 sides for greater corrosion protection. Yes, for 1984, Ford's F-Series 4x4s are built tougher, more functional, and more versatile than ever before, on or off the road.
Four-by-four buyers live, work, and play in many different on- and off-road conditions. This is why Ford F-Series four-wheel drive pickups come well equipped with standard features in a full range of models and with many options to tailor the truck to the job. Over and above such standard features as chrome front bumpers, rectangular halogen headlamps, and dual rear-view mirrors, Ford 4x4s have some important functional features not found on other domestic four-wheel drive pickups. For instance, rather than a conventional solid front axle, Ford has twin traction beam independent front suspension. 2 massive high-strength steel axles permit each wheel to move up and down with the terrain, independent of each other. And a front axle integral skid plate helps protect the front differential from rocks and other off-road obstacles. In the F150, rubber isolators between springs and spring seats provide reduced transmission of road vibrations to driver and passengers. And the F-150 has variable rate rear leaf springs with tip liners at each end between the leaves to reduce harshness and noise. The F-250 and F-350 models use tapered leaf front springs and two-stage rear springs to handle heavier loads than coil springs. And Ford offers standard manual locking free-running front hubs. Ford offers automatic hubs as an option, giving buyers a choice. F-250 and 350s have LT steel-belted metric radials, while fuel-saving P-metric steel-belted radial tires are standard on F-150 regular and supercab models. All F-Series 4x4s have power steering and power front disc and rear drum brakes. Under the hood, the standard engine for F-150 and F-250 4x4s under 8,500 pounds GVWR is the 4.9-liter inline-6 with 4-speed manual transmission. This engine is designed especially for trucks. The 5.8-liter V8 with 4-speed manual is standard on F-250 heavy-duty and F-350 models. All engines have a viscous clutch fan, which engages only when the engine needs cooling. That can be a fuel saver. And F-Series pickups have a tough body built on a rugged ladder-type frame and double-wall steel cab roof, doors, and pickup box sides. Even the tailgate is double-wall construction, so dents on the inside don't show through on the outside. The tailgate can be easily removed to slide in a camper body. Today's 4x4 buyers use their trucks for different jobs, and they like to personalize their vehicles. So Ford offers a wide choice of models. Let's run through them. The F-150 short wheelbase flareside pickup appeals to those who want sporty styling, while the F-150 styleside comes in short and long wheelbase versions to handle different types of jobs. Then there's a supercab version on a 155-inch wheelbase. It can carry up to 6 people or provide lockable storage space protected from the weather. And for even tougher jobs, there's the F-250 four-wheel drive pickup. It comes in a style side on the long wheelbase and in a heavy-duty model for even more demanding tasks, plus a supercab model. In addition, there's an F-250 heavy-duty chassis cab. F-350 4x4s come in a style side model, a crew cab model on a 168.4-inch wheelbase, and a chassis cab. In F-Series four-wheel drive pickups, there's something for everyone and every job. Many standard features, including in four-wheel drive components, a broad range of models and trim levels, and a long list of options. Remember, the more you know about them, the more you can help buyers choose the right one with the right equipment to satisfy their needs.
Four-wheel drive trucks often operate in a tough environment where driving power and fuel efficiency are vitally important, which is why the Power Team lineup for Ford 4x4 pickups permits buyers to choose the right size and type of engine and transmission to meet their particular performance needs. The F-150 and F-250 under 8,500 pounds GVWR have a standard 4.9-liter inline 6-cylinder engine with a 5-liter V8 and 5.8-liter 2-barrel available as options. Later in the year, a 4-barrel 5.8-liter V8 will replace the 2-barrel on F-150 regular and super cab and F-250 regular cab under 8,500 pounds GVWR. This change will substantially improve overall performance and provide additional power for heavy work, such as trailer towing. The rugged 4.9-liter engine is the largest, most powerful 6-cylinder engine available in any pickup. It was designed strictly for trucks. The 5-liter V8 incorporates dish dome pistons for more efficient combustion swirl. A modified intake manifold, crossover pipes, and heat control valves, along with electronic engine controls, enhance combustion efficiency for more usable power and better fuel economy. The 5.8-liter provides even more power from a modern lightweight block and a longer stroke than the 5-liter engine. This means greater volume for the fuel-air mixture for more power. On the F-150, all three engines have a standard 4-speed manual transmission with optional top-shift 4-speed manual overdrive and automatic also available. The F-250 offers the same standard 4-speed and the optional automatic. F-250 heavy-duty and F-350 models are equipped with the 5.8-liter V8 standard and now offer two optional engines, the 7.5-liter V8 and 6.9-liter heavy-duty V8 diesel. The 7.5-liter V8 has a staged 4-barrel carburetor, 2 for cruising, and all 4 open when the job demands full power. Ford's 6.9-liter diesel power plant is ideal for traversing rough, hilly country, hauling big loads and trailers, or where fuel economy is very important. Because it develops high torque at low RPM, it can start heavy loads moving at ease and get up to speed quickly. In fact, it produces 85% of its torque at idle. In second gear, at idle, it can pull up a 30% grade. And because it has high sustained horsepower from low to high RPM, drivers can maintain higher speeds where grades and road conditions vary. Among its many features are fast start glow plugs and a standard engine block heater for sure starting in sub-zero temperatures. Ford's confidence in the 6.9 diesel engine is reflected in a 36-month, 50,000-mile limited warranty. All engines are teamed with a standard 4-speed manual or available with optional automatic transmissions. The T19 manual 4-speed has a 5:11 first gear ratio with creeper capability, which provides tremendous pulling power to haul heavy loads. In addition, first gear is synchronized so that you can shift in and out while on the move, which adds the flexibility of a true 4-speed. You don't have to come to a full stop to shift in and out of the creeper gear. Here's welcome news for buyers who haul trailers. Heavy-duty models with a 7.5 V8 and 6.9-liter heavy-duty V8 diesel engines can tow trailers all the way up to 10,000 pounds. And F-Series payload capabilities have been increased, ranging from 2,270 to 4,950 pounds. Here are a few examples. A wide range of powertrains, including a powerful 6, a 5-liter and 5.8-liter V8, a 7.5-liter V8, and a 6.9-liter heavy-duty V8 diesel, trailer towing capability up to 10,000 pounds, and bigger payloads make F-Series 4x4 pickups more versatile than ever before.
Four-wheel drive trucks are designed for those times when wheels and pavement part company. Four-wheel drive is for people who work off-road, like to do a little cross-country adventuring, or who live where snow, mud, or sand demand the extra traction of four-wheel drive. But some people may hesitate to buy four-wheel drive because it sounds complicated. Well, it's really quite easy to understand and to use. How does it work? When you're in two-wheel drive, it's just like any other two-wheel drive truck. The power from the engine goes through the transmission, which rotates the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns gears in the rear differential, which rotates the axle to turn the rear wheels. Right now, for instance, I'm in two-wheel drive. The rear wheels are driving, and the front wheels are free to turn on their bearings. To send the power to all four wheels, obviously, you'd need some more driveline parts, a mirror image of what you already have. A front drive shaft, a front differential, and front drive axle. But this would give you full-time four-wheel drive. Being in four-wheel drive when you don't need to be is a waste of power and fuel. So we add the transfer case. This lets the driver transfer power to the front wheels only when he needs to. Now we have part-time four-wheel drive. But if the front wheels were permanently fastened to the drive axles like the rear wheels, then those front drive components would have to turn with the wheels, even in two-wheel drive. Obviously, that would also waste power and fuel. So we need one more component. Manual locking, free-running front wheel hubs. They allow the front wheels to run free in two-wheel drive but lock them to the front drive axles when you want four-wheel drive. That's how Ford's part-time four-wheel drive works. Now let me show you how easy it is to operate. You simply stop, get out of the cab, and turn the front wheel hub to the lock position. Of course, you can leave the hubs locked even when in two-wheel drive. That might be convenient at times. However, it's not the most fuel-efficient way to go. And you should never shift into four-wheel drive when the hubs are set to free. The front drive components would turn, but can't get the power to the front wheels. This could cause damage to these components and to the transfer case. Ford also offers optional automatic locking hubs. With these, you don't have to get out of the cab. When you shift into four-wheel drive, clutches inside the hubs lock them. Ford offers buyers a choice, manual or automatic. And that could make a difference to competitive shoppers. Now then, let's run through the shifting procedures. There are two shift levers. One is either your manual or automatic transmission. The other operates the transfer case to go from two-wheel drive to four-wheel drive. This gives you a choice of several different driving gears, including 2-high, 4-high, neutral, and 4-low. The 2-high is two-wheel drive, and 4-high or 4-low refers to four-wheel drive. With your regular transmission in neutral, you shift the transfer case into 2-high, which gives you two-wheel drive on clear roads. You could use this gear whether your standard manual hubs are in the locked or free position. Remember, however, that free-running front wheels will provide optimum mileage. With the manual hubs locked, you can shift into 4-high for moderate weather or off-road conditions. This is the most fuel-efficient four-wheel drive gear. When the going really gets tough, stop the vehicle and shift into 4-low. Now, all four wheels are powered through a low gear reduction in the transfer case. This lets the engine run faster, while the wheels turn slower. The result is more driving power delivered to the wheels. And for even more power to all four wheels, a 4-speed manual with a creeper first gear ratio is available for all F-Series four-wheel drive trucks. That low gear ratio can put a lot of power to the wheels to move heavy loads. And it can be used in either two-wheel or four-wheel drive. The T19 is fully synchronized in all four gears, so you can shift in and out of low while moving. And it's easy to shift, including into reverse, thanks to a constant mesh reverse gear. But no matter which powertrain you have, when it's time to switch back to two-wheel drive, you simply shift to 2-high. Get out and set your manual locking front wheel hubs back to free. Or if you have automatic locking hubs, you simply shift to 2-high and go in reverse for about 10 feet. If you've been in reverse, go forward for this distance. This automatically unlocks the hubs so that the wheels can run free again. Ford part-time four-wheel drive with either standard manual or optional locking front wheel hubs is easy to understand and to operate. It adds a new driving dimension for off-road work or recreation.